August 11th is going to be a great day for Sullivan's Crossing fans. You ever feel like something massive is coming, but no one else around you seems to notice? Well, mark this down, August 11th isn't just another Monday. It's the day everything changes for Sullivan's Crossing, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss the moment the series flips the script forever. No, this isn't just a new episodes hype. I'm talking a seismic shift in the show's legacy, a turning point where things get way too real way too fast. I mean, Netflix knows exactly what it's doing. They didn't just casually drop the first 2 seasons of Sullivan's Crossing on July 8th and watch it climb the charts like a cozy little campfire drama. They baited a massive hook, and August 11th is the day they yank it hard. And what happens next? Well, let's just say, your favorite small town romance might be hiding one of the biggest secret plays on television. Don't believe me? Stick around, because the real reason Netflix is dropping all of season 3 on August 11th is not what you think. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why this seemingly wholesome show could be Netflix's most strategically weaponized content drop of the year. Oh yeah, I said it, but before we rip the bandage off and dive deep into this forbidden timeline, let me ask you one thing. What if the success of Sullivan's Crossing isn't the blessing you think it is? Let that echo for a second, because what's coming could tear the cozy little world of Maggie, Cal, and Sullivan's Crossing to absolute pieces. Let's talk facts. 2 years ago, Sullivan's Crossing was just another Canadian romance series. You had to dig through CTV to find it, or wait for a CW broadcast with weird scheduling gaps. It was fine, charming, emotional, and tucked away in TV's quiet corner. But Netflix just handed it a nuclear-powered megaphone, and what happened? 3 million views. 22 million hours watched. In under a week. That's not just popular. That's viral invasion levels of popular. And here's the problem: with popularity comes pressure. Because when a sweet, slow-burning romance suddenly becomes one of Netflix's top 10 in the US, the corporate gears start spinning. Executives start sniffing money. Writers get pressured, characters get twisted, and storylines, oh, they start breaking their own rules. So what does Netflix do? They go for the jugular. They release all 10 episodes of Sullivan's Crossing Season 3 on August 11th. No week, no breathing room. Just binge, break, and rebuild. And listen, I love binge drops, but this one feels different. It's not a gift, it's a test, a trap, maybe even a cover-up. Because some of the choices in Season 3, yeah, they're gonna stir some real fires. So if you care about real storytelling, consistent characters, and not watching a beloved romance become corporate fanfiction, you need to subscribe to this channel right now so you never miss a single breakdown. We see through the smoke. And trust me, Sophia's watching the whole show fall apart and rebuild itself in real time. Here's the forbidden part: no one's talking about Netflix didn't just pick up a trending show, they picked up a dormant monster with a ticking clock. Because if you've seen Season 3 already on the CW, you know something's off. We're not talking about little plot wobbles. We're talking tone shifts, character rewrites, a romance triangle that feels surgically inserted. And let's not even talk about Liam. So, we're gonna talk about Liam, but first let's rewind. Season 3 ended on the CW on July 16th, barely 3 weeks before this Netflix drop. That's not normal. That's suspiciously efficient. It's almost like they couldn't wait to bury something. And guess what? We already know Season 4 is coming in 2026, but they're being weirdly silent about it. No date, no teaser, no announcements, just vague promises and recycled talking points. Why? Because they're waiting to see how fans react to the storm that's about to hit on August 11th. They're bracing for backlash. Or validation. Either way, your reaction becomes their script. The truth is, Season 3 of Sullivan's Crossing has some of the boldest, riskiest, and most frustrating plot turns of the entire series. And depending on how Netflix viewers respond, Season 4 will either double down or completely wreck on half of it. Don't believe me? Here's the kicker. The CW already edited parts of the Season 3 finale before it aired in Canada, which means we might not be watching the same version on Netflix. Yeah, there could be 2 versions of the same ending. You heard that right. Netflix could be hiding a director's cut without saying a word. Why? To test which one fans accept more, which one trends better, which one generates more Maggie and Cal forever, hashtags or more, Liam needs to vanish, memes. And suddenly this isn't about romance. It's about manipulating fanbases like chess pieces. Quick check-in. How are we feeling? Are you shocked? Furious? Secretly excited to see if the alternate ending theory is real? Drop your reaction in the comments below, because I'm betting this is gonna divide fans like never before. Let's run a poll right now. Do you want Maggie to end up with Cal, Liam, or neither? Type Sal if you believe in slow burn redemption. Type Liam if you love chaos and drama, and type no one if you're just here for the trauma bonding and emotional damage. Because hey, I get it. I binged seasons 1 and 2 like they were comfort food during a breakup. But now, Season 3 feels like someone put hot sauce in the soup without telling me. Remember our last video, when we exposed how Maggie's entire character arc got reversed in the last 3 episodes? Yeah, that theory aged like fine wine dipped in gasoline, because now everyone's catching on. Also, let's be real, who's buying that surprise husband twist at the end of Season 3? You don't just forget you're married, unless your script does. Sai said what I said. So if you're still hanging in here, you already know, this isn't just TV anymore. It's a psychological operation. So let's go deeper. Because that last 10 minutes of Sullivan's Crossing Season 3, you already know something's off, and if you don't feel it yet, it's because they don't want you to. The truth is buried underneath careful distractions. Let's break it down. The surprise marriage twist. If you've made it to the end of Season 3, you've already been whiplashed by that sudden reveal. Maggie married to Liam. Off screen, no build-up, no foreshadowing, guys. That's not a plot twist, that's a logic grenade. It doesn't just stretch character consistency, it blows it to pieces. Maggie, who spent 3 whole seasons confronting trauma, unpacking her feelings for Cal, rediscovering herself, and literally saying she needed time to figure things out, suddenly gets outed as someone's wife in the final act. That's not storytelling, that's sabotage. But here's the forbidden knowledge. The CW was planning to drop that twist even earlier, but Netflix pushed back, because their algorithm knows rage clicks. And what's more rage-inducing than dropping a toxic husband into a favorite couple's storyline? It's all about engagement, not romance, not integrity. Engagement. And August 11th, that's the detonation date, because Netflix needs to measure your emotional chaos and use it to engineer Season 4. Did you notice this? Virgin River went viral using slow burn heartbreak. Firefly Lane kept viewers hooked with nonlinear tragedy. Now Sullivan's Crossing is being rebranded as the hybrid weapon Netflix always wanted. You didn't just fall in love with a drama, you walked into an emotional experiment. The real twist. Maggie and Cal were never meant to be endgame. At least not according to the newer version of the show's internal pitch. Sources close to the production say Netflix's acquisition came with creative notes. Yep, notes. As in, rework character dynamics to mirror Virgin River's romantic unpredictability. So suddenly, Cal becomes too perfect. Maggie becomes unreliable. Liam becomes conveniently messy. And everything we loved about the original rhythm of the show, rewritten by spreadsheet. You're not watching a show anymore. You're watching fan manipulation disguised as plot development. And it gets worse. Let me be real with you for a second. When I started Sullivan's Crossing, I was looking for comfort TV. I just rage quit another show because the writers had clearly abandoned logic in favor of shock value. So not naming names. But you know who you are, Riverdale. Sullivan's Crossing felt different. It felt human, grounded, like people with actual emotions making real choices. And now, it's starting to feel like one of those dreams where you're running through your hometown, but everything's wrong. The people are familiar, but they're acting weird. The places look right, but they're off somehow. You wake up and go, wait, was that supposed to make sense? Yeah, that's Season 3. So here's what I want from IU right now. Did Season 3 feel like the same show as the first 2 seasons to you? Comment same vibe if it did. Comment off energy if you sense something strange. And be honest, do you think Maggie and Cal should even get back together after this Liam reveal? Or are we riding solo in Season 4? And if you've already seen the finale, here's a spicy question. Do you think Liam is a real character? Or a red herring designed just to split the fandom and reset the narrative? Because based on the structure, I'm not entirely sure he even exists in the writer's room as anything more than a plot nuke. Tell me I'm wrong. Or better yet, prove me right. Let's debate in the comments like it's a Sullivan's Crossing town hall. Now let's talk about the future. Season 4 is already greenlit. That's confirmed. But let's look at what's now confirmed. No release date, no production updates, no storyline preview, no clarification on the marriage bombshell. Which leads me to this terrifying possibility: Season 4 doesn't know what it is yet. Why? Because Netflix is waiting to see what August 11th does to the fanbase. If enough people riot against the twist, they'll pivot. If it goes viral for the wrong reasons, they'll lean into the chaos. This isn't speculation. This is textbook digital storytelling manipulation. And we're the test subjects. I wouldn't be shocked if the writers have already outlined 2 separate paths for Season 4 in. One where Maggie stays with Liam and explores a darker, more complex identity arc, and one where she breaks free, rejects them both, and returns to self-healing, and whichever theory wins the fan war online, that's the one they'll shoot. Which means we hold the fate of Sullivan's Crossing. You, me, everyone watching this video. So let me hit you with one final question, and it might be the most important. What if Sullivan's Crossing Season 3 wasn't written to tell a story, but to test your loyalty? Think about it. Every weird twist, every character shift, every moment that made you go, wait, see. They were all engineered to measure your pain tolerance. Netflix wants to know, will you stay loyal even when the show turns on you? Or are you ready to call it out, demand better, and reshape what Season 4 could be? If you're with me, if you feel that same suspicion boiling inside, leave a emoji in the comments right now. Let's light up the feed with warnings before this beautiful little show becomes another corporate victim. Because you know what? We deserve better than bait and switch romances. We deserve more than twist endings that feel like they were written by a marketing intern. And if Netflix wants feedback, oh, we're gonna give them feedback. So to everyone who binged Sullivan's Crossing and came here wondering if you were the only one who felt betrayed, you're not. You're exactly where you need to be. Right here, with me, Sophia, at Breakdown Epic. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications, because the next time they try to sneak a plot twist past you, we'll be waiting, together, and we won't let them get away with it.